students. We are going to review writing topic sentences. These sentences are so important and you will use them 1,000 times in your life. I promise you will use them all of the time. So before you leave level 5, I want to make sure that you can write these sentences easily and very well. Let's get started. All I'm going to do is read through them and explain any grammar that is crazy. Okay? So, what I have is a writing prompt. Oh, there I go again. That's okay. Well, you might want to see me. Kind of helps to see my face, I think, sometimes when I'm explaining grammar. So I have to pin this to the top, always on the top. There we go. So what you're going to see are writing prompts, and writing prompts is the topic your teacher wants you to write about. So, A, if your teacher wants you to answer the question, how are animals useful to people? You're going to probably be using these sentences, either to answer an essay question or to write a paragraph or to write an essay. So if I have the word how, that tells me I'm going to use the word way. How are animals useful to people? One way that animals are useful to people is that they give us companionship. So every time you see the word that, you have a sentence. So what I have is one way that animals are useful to people. Then every time is that they give us companionship. This sentence is very important for writing and for speaking. The same grammar. Another way that animals are useful to people is that they provide us with food. Finally, animals are useful to people because they provide us with medication, which we're going to be reading about. Writing prompt B. What is the difference between humans and other mammals? My key word is difference. Okay, so I know I have to use difference, different, or differ in my sentences. One difference between is for two things, humans and mammals, is that humans can talk. One difference between humans and other mammals, this is a big noun. One difference between humans and other mammals is that sentence, humans can talk. Another difference is that humans can think about the future while other mammals can't. While is used to show that two things are different. They're very different. I use while, okay? Another difference is that humans can think while other mammals can't. While. Finally, humans differ from other mammals because humans have to use their brains for defense, while animals have other ways to defend themselves. Defend yourself means something is coming. Animals have to run, or animals can fight, or animals can hide. Those are their defenses. C, the writing prompt is why should we quit eating meat? So my key is should. Another key is why. Why is asking for reasons. So I'm going to use the word reason. One reason that we should quit eating meat is that meat is unhealthy. Another reason is that animals have the right to live. So this sentence, one reason that we should quit eating meat is that it is unhealthy, is similar to this sentence. One way that sentence is that sentence. One reason that sentence is that sentence. Those two sentences are very similar. Okay, finally, We should quit eating meat because raising animals to eat causes global warming. Okay, so here, the first time I'm repeating the writing prompt. The second time I'm not because my reader remembers. But the third time I'm going to repeat this again. We should quit eating meat. The first time I say the whole thing, quit eating meat. Second time I just say another reason is that. The third time I say should quit eating meat. D. Describe how your life is better than your parents' life. Now, it does have the word how, so I could say one way my life is better is that blah, blah, blah. Another way my life is better than my parents is that blah, blah, blah. But I decided to do it differently. You could also say, for one, I have more technology to use than my parents did. Also, I have access to better health care than my parents did. Finally, I have more educational options than my parents did. So when I did this style, I'm focusing in on how to explain better. Okay. The last one, the writing is for telling a story, like a personal narrative. A personal narrative means a personal story. Sometimes in your English class and in English 101, I promise you you're gonna have to do this one. You will probably have to take one day of your life and write a big story. When you have to take one day of your life and write a big story, it means you're thinking of every minute of the time. And every time you change the place where you're at or the event that happened, you will make a new paragraph. I'll explain. Describe your first day in the U.S. When I first landed in the U.S., I was nervous. So I'm going to talk about when I first landed, and I'm going to talk about my feeling at the airport. That could be my first paragraph. My second paragraph, after I got to my apartment, I was excited. And then I'm going to talk about my situation at my apartment. Change the place, change the paragraph. After we got settled in means you put away your clothes. You understand your apartment and you put away your clothes. Paragraph 3 is we went to the store. Change the place, change the paragraph. After we got settled in, I went to the store, which was a shock. Now I'm back to my bed. Change the paragraph. That night, as I laid in bed, I realized that I had made the right choice to come here. Wouldn't that be a fun story? So what we're going to do is we're going to use these ideas and we're going to build little pieces of writing, which is similar to how you have to write when you write long pieces of writing. Topic, explain it in general, explain it specifically. Topic, explain it in general, explain it specifically. And that's what we're going to practice in our next video. Bye. Okay, where did my thing go? Here we are. See ya.